Hey YouTube, this is Steve from Average Joe's Fantasy Football, and we've got your Week 6 start and sits for the tight end position. Again, full PPR and half PPR. If it is standard, we may make some changes in there. And of course, you can always ask us in the comments down below, and we'll be able to help answer any of those lineup questions you have. Reminder, there are 4 teams on a bye this week: the Lions, Texans, Raiders, and Titans. So those guys are not playing. So you may have had to pick up some players off the waivers, especially in the tight end role, because they are so far and few in between. Now, these are your obvious starts at the tight end position. You got Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews. That's probably it. You may want to consider Tyler Higbee as well, just because Higbee's been getting a lot of targets his way. So he may be another obvious start, but these two for sure. Now, the first tight end I like this week is going to be Zach Ertz going against the Seahawks. He has a great matchup against the Seahawks who allow the league worst in points to the tight end position at 25.2 points. They're also allowing 90 receiving yards to the tight end as well. And Zach Ertz actually has been targeted pretty heavily. He's one of, obviously, Kyler Murray's favorite targets this season. Things may change a little bit when Hopkins comes back, but I still think he'll get targeted, whether it be red zone or not. I'm seeing 6 to 7 targets a game, but I like Zach Ertz a lot this week. He's probably my number 1 starter this week as far as week 6 against the Seahawks. Another tight end I like is going to be George Kittle against the Falcons. If there's going to be a matchup for Kittle to have a really good game, it's going to be this one. Now, the Falcons allow 17.4 points and 70 receiving yards to the tight end. Kittle struggled, obviously, with injuries earlier this season. I think he's finally slowly coming back, and it takes some time. This is now his 4th game, I think, going to be this season, and I think this is going to be the game where he turns it around and actually has a really good one. Kittle's not the worst tight end in the world. He's got the potential to be a top-tier tight end, but they use him a lot in the running game to help block, and unfortunately, he doesn't get a lot of the targets his way. But I do like him against the Falcons this week. Another tight end I like this week, and this is obviously depending on his injury, is going to be Pat Freiermuth. It's going against the Bucs. Bucs have a really good defense, but Pat's targeted a lot. He's a large target for any QB, especially a rookie QB like Pickett. Bucs allow 15.8 points to the tight end and allow 6 receptions and about 55 yards a game. So this is a really good matchup for him to at least get double digits. Now, again, it all depends on what happens with his concussion. Right now, he's still in the concussion protocol. There's a good chance he doesn't play, especially with the changes around the concussion protocol ever since what happened to Tua. So this is a chance he may not play, but if he does play, I like Pat Freiermuth a lot this week. Now, as far as tight ends I'm sitting this week, the first guy I have is Tyler Conklin, who is not going to be a good start for this week. Going against the Packers, Packers are the 3rd best against the tight end, keeping them at 7 points per game and keeping most tight ends under 30 receiving yards. They have not allowed a touchdown as well to the tight end. And again, Conklin, ever since Wilson has come in, has pretty much non-existent at this point. He was a great start when you had Flacco in there, and I think Flacco utilized the tight end a lot more. Wilson tends to target receivers, running backs more than he does the tight end. So again, as far as the matchup goes, and I think also because of Zach Wilson at quarterback, I don't like Tyler Conklin this week. Another tight end I don't like is Kyle Pitts. Hate to say it, he's probably one of the first tight ends that went off the board in most leagues, besides Travis Kelce or Mark Andrews. But he's going to the 49ers. 49ers have a great defense, and Pitts has been struggling a lot in dealing with injuries. Falcons also going to be playing behind, which might help him out, but I don't expect that to really be that type of thing. 49ers are keeping tight ends under 30 receiving yards. They have not allowed a touchdown to the tight end as well. Their linebackers are fast and furious. They're all over the place. And again, because Pitts has not really been the focal point in this offense, I don't see that changing in this game, especially against a really good 49ers defense. So I don't like Kyle Pitts this week. Another tight end I don't have as a good recommendation is going to be Hayden Hurst, who's actually done really well. He's going against the Saints. But Hurst has had 2 great games the last 2 weeks with a touchdown in each one. This game's a little bit different. Saints do a really good job against the tight end, holding them to 7 points as well, and about 34 yards a game. They have not allowed a touchdown. So again, defensively, Saints do a really good job of making sure the tight end does not exist as far as a matchup goes. And realistically, I think Burrow's going to have a good game as far as, going after Chase. Higgins, if he comes back. Boyd. I think Mixon has a good game. But Hurst is not one I believe in. Now, as far as my sleepers, first guy I have is Noah Fant against the Cardinals. Now, Noah may be that sneaky sleeper this week just because of the matchup. He's not been favored in most games, and I don't think he's been a target of Geno's realistically all season. Cards do allow 19.5 points, though, which is the 2nd worst in the league. They allow 7 receptions a game and about 87 yards. So if you can get anywhere close to that, he's getting you 13 to 15 points a game, which is fantastic, especially as a tight end that no one really thinks about. Again, Fant's not normally targeted very high by Geno, but I like this matchup a lot because I think they're obviously going to focus on keeping Metcalf and Lockett really as best they can. And I think that really helps and frees up Noah Fant across the middle, especially since, Matthew's obviously gone from them. Another tight end I like is a good sleeper. It's going to be Evan Ingram against the Colts. First matchup, Ingram did have 11 points with 7 receptions. Colts allow 16.2 points to the tight end with about 5 receptions and 50 yards or so. So it's another really good matchup. Again, first game, he had 11 points. I think he can get very similar to that, 10 to 12 points. Again, as far as tight ends go, if you get 10 to 12 points at your tight end, that's a really good game and a good week for you guys. A lot of its performance is really going to come out of your receivers and other positions. But I do like Evan Ingram as another good sleeper for you guys this week. So that's my week 6 start, sit, and sleepers for the tight end position. If you guys have not already, make sure you check out our quarterback, running back, and wide receiver start, sit videos as well. If you guys did enjoy the content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell is on. That way you guys are notified every time we drop a video just like this. If you guys do have questions about who should start, maybe trade questions, maybe drop waiver questions, hit us up in the comments down below. We'll be able to help answer any of those questions for you guys. If you also want to, you can follow us on our socials. We're on Twitter and Instagram. If you also enjoyed the content, make sure you hit the like button. It's greatly appreciated. It shows the love and support from you guys. You guys have been an amazing community. Again, check out our other start and sit videos, and I'll check you guys out next time.